the Wellington Mayor Tori Whanau is currently trying to find a new home for her dog Teddy after realising that the council building doesn't allow dogs on the premises. On the other side of the coin, the New Zealand Top Dog competition is in its 8th consecutive year, and it highlights the health benefits of furry friends being present in the workplace. So the competition is run by Frog Recruitment. Frog, not dog. We're joined by their Managing Director, Shannon Barlow, who's going to tell us all about the competition. Shannon.
Yes, well, we've been running it for 8 years now, but we look at the impact of dogs in the workplace and in our lives in general, and we thought that that's a good idea to celebrate that. So we started the NZ Top Dog competition.
So tell us how it works.
Yeah, so we actually have 3 categories within the competition. So there's top dog with a job, and that's seen a really big range of different dogs with various jobs, ranging from, say, the police service, therapy dogs, all sorts of sniffer dogs, whether that's flora, fauna or disease, as well as anxiety easing dogs with a real role to play. We also have the top office dog, and which is the supreme prize. And I guess on the back of COVID, we thought, everybody wants a home office dog, or that became increasing demand for that. So there's a new category, top home office dog, which is a people's choice category.
So how many entries do you currently have?
Yeah, so I think we're running around between New Zealand and Australia, so we've opened up the competition across the border. I think we're running at about 700 to 800 at last count, and entries close this Sunday, so there's still time to get your pooch in the mix.
So that's 700. How do you judge something like that?
Well, actually, we've some of the judges are from our key sponsors. So we have Indeed, as well as Jet Park Hotel, as well as a representative from Frog. I've actually had to pull myself out of the judging. It gets too emotional. It's very hard to listen to the wonderful stories and what an impact that they're having, either on their owners' lives or on the wider community. So, we were losing the tissue budget, so I had to remove myself from the judging panel. I
kind of know the feeling. I used to do the Tucks Wonder Dogs show, and my wife said the hardest thing she had to do was to decide who was in the show and who wasn't, and then to tell the people who missed out. And it was like a death in the family for them. Honestly, they just wanted to be so much part of that program, so they get very disappointed.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So what are the benefits of having dogs in the workplace?
Yeah, so this came from some research. So looking at mental health and well-being in the workplace was really important to Frog Recruitment. And we came across this research showing the positive impact of having a dog at work. And that can include something as simple as, it's just quite nice, a novelty. It helps promote a happy work culture. But there's some also quite real improved mental health benefits for workers as well. So particularly I mentioned being able to decrease anxiety in some situations. And this might sound a little bit, take it with a grain of salt, but it has been found to increase productivity. I would say probably not on that first day when you're all rushed to see, who's coming into the office, yes, get in line to have pats. Maybe not so productive on that day, but longer term the benefits are there. And of course reduced absenteeism. So we found that at the moment, or this year, 60% of employees said that they were more likely to come into the office over working remotely if they knew there was going to be a special four-legged colleague for the day.
Yep, fair enough too. So no doubt there'll be odd downsides as well. I could think of a few.
Well, we try not to focus on those. I think one of the key things is, not everybody. This is hard for me to understand, but not everybody is a dog person. So of course it's really important that you're just not bringing them in is a big surprise and a shock. You want it to be a positive thing, and it's a safe environment and a good, positive and happy environment for everyone. So if there were people who weren't comfortable, maybe that's not a good option for that workplace. But we look at those things there. And of course, you only want your well-behaved dogs as well.
Yeah. Now, if people do want to enter the competition, enter their pooches, they've only got a few days to go. What do they need to do? What do they need to know?
Yep, it's really easy to enter. Some top tips are, a cute picture's not going to go astray. But as I was saying from the judging panel, it's about that story and really showing that the impact that they've had on your lives. So being able to really express that is a good way through. We have a dedicated website for the competition, which is nztopdog.co.nz. And you can also, it's all over social media, so if you just search the hashtag NZTopDog, you'll be able to find us there with links to be able to put in your very special pooch.
Well done, Shannon, for doing it, and thank you so much for sharing your time with us tonight.
Kia ora.
There we go. That's Shannon Barlow there from Frog Recruitment, the managing director there, and talking about the top dog competition.